I just didn't like being dark. Like, I hated it, and I was making myself look like a fool when everybody knew I was doing it. Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel, guys. I am back. Tunna is back again with another video. Anyway guys, I am back with another video, guys. Okay, hold up. First of all, let's stop for real quick. If you guys haven't seen my other story, like, I'll link it below. Maybe go and watch that one first and then come here. And guess what? Everything will make total sense. You know, if you watch the other video and then come to this video, you understand why I did what I did, okay? That video has more details on it. And this video is basically my skin bleaching story. I mean, guys, I said it in my other video that I was gonna share it with you guys because, again, at the end of the day, guys, I want to be honest and transparent, and the last thing I want to do is, you know, just make videos that don't mean nothing to me. Like, I want to make videos that actually mean something to me, and I know that it will add value to not only me, but I know it will add value to other people. That's what I desire, and that's my desire, honestly. And I just pray that even as you listen to this story, your dark skin, that this really will empower you. From a young age, I did hear a lot of people, you know, talking about my skin and saying, oh, you're dark, or like, you know, just calling me names, or like gorilla, black dog. And obviously as a kid, when you hear that, and I think that's why I emphasize a lot on like kids, because I've been through it as a kid before. Like, I know how that feels. I know what it does to a kid. Like, when people like put words that maybe they don't think it's nothing, but honestly to a kid's life, it's something. So for me, like, it started in a young age. Obviously I got called so many names. Even in the family, I experienced a lot of that. People just basically making you like the outcast, basically like the black duckling, like, you know, the ugly duckling. Yeah, like, that's basically kind of like my story, because I think I started bleaching when I was in year 8. So when I was either like 14 years old or 13 for them. I think I started doing it at 14 years old, because I remember. And I remember because for such a long time, you know, you can only hear things long enough, and soon after, once you give into that voice, it grips you. And I remember, obviously, like, skin bleaching, I always heard about skin bleaching, and especially in the Sudanese community, guys, it's literally so bad. Like, it's even a thing in the community where people just be bleaching, like. And I remember, like, I became so fed up of just feeling feeling so low of myself, and just I became so fed up of like how I looked and like my skin, and I just didn't like it. I hated everything that looked like. I just didn't like being dark. Like, I hated it, and I just didn't like it. And obviously surrounding yourself with people that keep on speaking that in your life doesn't even help as well. But I remember, like, at the age of 14, like, that insecurity became so fierce. Like, it literally, I think the voice became so strong to the point that, like, it starts to manifest in your action, and now you want to do something. And that's what happens. Everything starts off as a thought, and then eventually that voice will try to push you to do something about it. Like, you know, like, to basically be like, oh, maybe you should, you know, consider bleaching your skin. Maybe you feel 10 times better. Maybe you won't be bullied anymore. Maybe you won't feel ugly if you're lighter. You know what I mean? Just stuff like that. Just the devil basically getting into my head. And I just remember, like, I would just look at myself in the mirror, and I wouldn't, guys, I just didn't like my skin. Like, I didn't like it, like, and I was just like, Lord. And I think I even prayed like once, God, please make me lighter, like, make me light, because being in this color, obviously people don't like it. Like, even people within my family don't like it. Like, and it sucks when it comes from people within you, because when you think of family, like, when you think of, you know, people close to you, you think of like protection, you think of people that will affirm you, like, but like, obviously growing up in an African household, it's totally opposite. That's what I got. And I remember that obviously led me to end up bleaching my skin at the age of 14 years old. Because funny thing, guys, even in the Sudanese community, tell me why you go to every cousin's house, there's always bleach. Like, there has to be some form of bleach. If it's not hidden, like, people just have it in their rooms and stuff like that. People do it openly even as well. As a kid, I would see people that do it and I'm like, oh, okay, like maybe I should try, maybe I'll look, you know, better and stuff like that. Even I think I found bleach even in my mom's room once. I remember once I found it, I started like, I don't know what's got into me, but I started just using it little by little, and it's so bad, guys. Like this is how bad the devil will actually get you. So insecure to the point that now I'm stealing bleach from like my mom. I found some skin bleaching product in my mom's room. I'll go to my relatives and I'll find it. So I'll always try to like steal it and put some in my little, like, oh my god, God have mercy on me. Like I actually did this. I'll literally steal bleach just to bleach my skin, guys. I will not even let my mom know that I'm doing it. And no one knew that I was doing this, guys. And I remember like I would just go and steal little by little and put in my little small container, and when I would have a shower, I'll put some in my face a little bit here and there, and then like just go to school. You know, with bleach, eventually your skin is gonna get lighter if you keep on using it, right? It's funny because in my family no one really recognized that I was bleaching. Like no one knew. Like I think because anyway when I was doing it, I didn't do it like too crazy, like, so to be honest, like no one really knew that I was doing it. Remember once I went to school and one of my friends recognized something, and she just looked at me a little bit and she'd be like, Tunna, is there, and then she would be quiet. And I think one day she's like, are you bleaching or something? And I'll be like, no. I'll be like, no, nah. Like I'll literally lie in front of my friend saying, no, I'm not bleaching. No, I'm not doing it. When I know myself, I know I'm doing it.
Oh wow. Oh my god.
That's why I'm saying insecurity will always go with lies. I'm telling you, because now you have to keep up that lie. Because you're bleaching, but then you're pretending to make people think that you're not. Who was doing that? I was doing that. And I remember my friend would be like, I don't know what it is, but there's something different about you. And I'm like, what? Like, what? Like, because guys, it's funny because when you bleach, there's this look that you have, and you're just like, people will just be like, I swear something is up with her face. You know what I mean? There's that bleach look, and I was having that bleach look. Tunna, are you doing something with your face? And I'll be like, no. Being so denial, guys. Deception is so bad. That's why I hate self-deception. Because once you deceive yourself, now you go around deceiving other people, thinking that they are fools, when you're fooling yourself. Because you're not fooling nobody. I was just fooling myself. I was making myself look like a fool when everybody knew I was doing it. Well, not everyone, but like obviously one of my friends. And obviously because I wasn't doing it to the extreme, to the point that people would pick it up. Because there were those people that bleach, but then they bleach, and that's what kind of I was doing low key, so like no one would know like I'm doing it. So me, I was doing, you know, and then it kind of like blends into your skin and makes you look like you didn't bleach, but you still have that bleach look. Basically that's what I was doing. Oh my god, one day my brother, because I have an older brother that lives in Melbourne, and I remember once he came to visit us from Melbourne, like he came here home, and then he came and he had said hi to all of us, and then one day I think we were just outside and he's like, Tunna, button, and I'm like, what? And then he's like, something is different about you. And I'm like, what? Like, woman, like, stop, what's different about me? And then he's like, Tunna, are you bleaching? And I'm just like, no, what do you want to be? I'm like, why would I do that? Like, what am I thinking? Like, even my older brother picked it up straight away. So the only people that honestly recognized that I was bleaching was my older brother and one of my friends from school. But with bleach, you have to keep on buying it. It's like externally. Like, isn't that funny how like your body knows your skin so bad? Like, your skin will start coming back. Like, it says, what are you doing? You know, my skin was basically trying to come back, and then I'll be like, no, I don't want to see my dark skin. I think I did that for a good maybe like a good 4 months, and I think that's when my other story came in. That's when I started going to church and I started knowing God, and you know, God started teaching me about my value, my worth. Just God started teaching me his word and just trying to build my self-esteem and stuff like that, which I didn't have obviously as a kid. You know, when God started coming to your life, God just started changing your mindset and just start shifting the way you think about yourself, because that thinking came from somewhere, and it came from the fact that all I've heard all my life was someone saying that you're dark skinned and like you're basically ugly. Like, and I just love the fact that when God came into my life, he really just started breaking that cycle. And that's thinking, and that thinking was not from God at all, because I was just like, I don't know why I think like this, and I don't know why I think about like myself like this. And God would have to keep on reminding me and playing basically my childhood, saying, yo, like, Tunna, that's all you've been hearing. So now it's like God has to come and break that thinking, because it's a mindset at the end of the day, and it's a mindset that comes from the enemy. He makes you become so small and make you feel like worthless and make you feel like the most ugliest thing in the world when you're not. I really started opening my eye and start knowing that, oh my God, I'm much more than my skin. Like, you know, beauty is much more than flesh. Just stuff like that really started changing my mentality and make me know that, you know what, if God thinks that, if God, the one that made me, says that I'm beautiful, and he says that he didn't make a mistake on me, then who am I to believe the voices of other people? And I just had to come to a point where I'm like, who am I gonna believe? The voice of people or the voice of God? And you just have to come to that point where I'm like, no, because the voice of people come from their own, you know, insecurity. And most of the people that spoke stuff like that are mainly people that even themselves struggle with that type of insecurity. And that's what I realized, guys, with insecurities. When you don't deal with your own insecurities, like, you end up passing it on to other people and you project them to people. And then now, because you're insecure, now you're pressing that spirit on other people. And that's why I'm just like, nah, man, like, I need to deal with this, because at the end of the day, I don't want to go and do the same to other people. Just because it's been done to me, I would never want to go and do that to someone else, because I know how that made me feel. If you guys get what I mean. And that's why I say insecurities, that it's a demon, and it's actually so bad, because it not only eats you up inside, it makes you also projected on other people. And that's why I'm just like, nah, if I have to deal with this insecurity, and I'm just like, Lord, help me overcome this insecurity. And at the end of the day, you have to come to that place where you're gonna let that voice rule you, to the point that now it's actually controlling you. Like, to the point that now that voice, and that's what insecurity does. It starts off like a little voice, and the more you give ears to it, the more it grows and grows and grows. And once it becomes basically into this big thing, now it starts to control you. And once it starts to control you, it wants to basically make you a slave of that insecurity. And I'm just like, no, I'm like, Lord, I don't want to be a slave to this insecurity, because now it starts to control my feeling, or how I feel about myself, or my confidence, or my self-esteem. Like, it starts controlling that. Because at the end of the day, guys, insecurity, oh, I hate that demon. I just be hating it, guys. It's not from God. It really isn't, because anything that condemns you and anything that tells you otherwise, it's not. God would never tell you that you're ugly. Who will be telling the children of God that they're ugly? Who? God wouldn't be telling his creation they're ugly. What the enemy does, he uses other people, and it's usually people close to you, because that will hurt you even more, because you're like, damn, man, this is coming from people that I really, really look to, you know? And I remember, like, when I obviously bleached my skin, did I feel better? Guys, that insecurity was still there. Like, was I satisfied? No. I was even more empty than anything else. Nothing more that eats you alive than when you go to your bed knowing that you're presenting yourself in a deceptive way to people. Obviously, God started helping me, and I just started thinking about it like that. Like, I'm like, if I would want someone to come in my life, let's say a potential someone that God will bring into my life, I would want that person to love me for me in my true beauty, like the one God created me, because that will make me feel more real, because I'm like, I'm not faking it. Like you can only fake lying to people for so long until, you know, it comes out. Because everything that is done in the dark, it will come in the light. God will bring it to the light. You're doing it in secret, it will be done openly. Like, I think like if God didn't come and shift my thinking, then obviously guys, I think I'll probably be bleached now. I'll probably be like, who knows, yellow or something, like be looking like the Simpson or something. I don't know. But all I know is that I know I'll be doing the most if Jesus didn't come in my life. But that's why I always give him glory, because I don't think Tunna would have overcome that. I mean, if you guys want to get more into depth of like my dark skin story, make sure to watch the video. I'll probably link it below, and make sure you guys click on it and then you watch it and come and watch it. If you watch that video, it will make sense why I did this. But even, what was I gonna say? For example, for me, I think why bleaching was so easy for me to do was because even in our community, the access of bleaching is literally everywhere. It's everywhere. Like, it's so easy to get it. And even as a kid, it's easy for you to start using it, because guess what? It's in your household. It's somewhere, like, it's just somewhere in your household. It's literally that common. I remember once, oh my god. Anyway guys, once I remember in year 12, I actually did a research project on skin bleaching in the African community. And guys, not even only in the African community, guys, I realized once I did my research project, like Asia, the whole India, all of them, they're very common in skin bleaching, and Jamaica, I mean, very heavy on that. So I even end up interviewing a couple of my, you know, cousins and my friends that did do it, because for my research project I asked them if I could. It's just so interesting being able to research and just have knowledge for myself, and just to know that, you know, this is not good for me. Like, it really isn't good for me. And I remember even in, like, you know, just interviewing my cousins, and not my cousins, but some of my cousins and my friends that did do it, and I obviously added them on the research project. And you know what, the saddest thing that I found out was the fact that, guys, this is actually sad. This is how I know, man, our community, Sudanese community, is actually sad. The crazy thing is, most of the girls that I interviewed that did do that, most of them came from parents influencing them to do it. The girl said that her mom was the one that actually got her to do it. And the girl that, one of my friends actually, she said that one of her friends got her to do it and stuff like that. It was just so crazy to just see that, like, where it came from, because basically kids, these were people, obviously some of them were my age and some were like in their 20s. According to my research, most of the people got introduced to skin bleaching in their house. Obviously hearing that is just kind of sad, but then again, you have to come back into reality and think about, like, maybe were they spoken to like that? Did they have affirming parents? Did they have people that spoke life into their life? And that's what I came to realize, that sometimes, and because then it doesn't make you angry at people, and it doesn't make you bitter at their life. Maybe they've never, like, they grew up hearing that too, and now they're just doing what they know. Because I realize, guys, people only do what they know, and sometimes some people don't know any better. You know, that just makes you not be bitter towards people, and make them, and I guess see them in a way of a human perspective, and it makes you have an understanding that people saying these things may be people that actually maybe they themselves have never had those things spoken to them, so they're doing the same pattern, you know, maybe something that's been done to them, you know what I mean? That's so funny, because I remember interviewing one of my friends, and she said something so particular, because she started bleaching at a young age. Her mom was actually the one that introduced her to bleaching. Not only that, guys, she said that she had friends that were also like encouraging her to bleach, and now for her, she said that it started becoming a competition with her and her friends, where like now she's like, I'm gonna bleach so I can be the lightest, and then it's like it started becoming a competition, and that's what insecurity does too. It brings competition, and competition is not good at all, because now you're competing to try to be like the lightest. And she was saying that even in her friendship group, so many people would bleach. Like, if let's say if a girl comes and she's dark skinned and she says she sees all her friends, they bleach, obviously she's gonna start doing it. I'm telling you, that's why I always say be careful of your friends, because your friends are an indication of you, like your friends. And that's what I realized, especially with skin bleaching. Maybe a friend started doing it, and then now you feel like, oh my god, I'm so dark, like I don't want to look like the dark one, so you start bleaching, and then now you have a competition spirit. Like, you start competing with your friends Oh God, help me. Help me, because I'm speaking to someone. Competition starts taking over you, and now you just want to be the lightest in the group. This is actually so sad, guys, but this is literally the mindset of so many people that do this. Because I was there too, guys, because I know how that feels. Like, I'm not judging anyone, but I'm just saying my truth, and I'm speaking on my experience, and I hope someone can relate to this. In the photos, then you see yourself in the photo and you're like, oh my God, why is everyone lighter than me? I'm so dark. Like, I have to bleach. And even if when you do bleach, it's not natural light. Like, it's not like your actual color. Remember, even when I did bleach, it was depressing. It's even more depressing. That's just the worst thing. Like, just going to bed knowing that you're not you, like the authentic you. You know, like, guys, I don't know if this video is everywhere, but like, I don't know, but this is just me pouring my heart out, because topics like this I'm very passionate about, because I've walked that lane, I've walked that pathway. Even when people bleach, I'm not like quick to judge, because you don't know people's stories. You don't know their story. Like, you don't know why they did that. If anything, I feel for them, because I know that feeling. I know how it feels like. Anyway, guys, that's probably the story of me bleaching my skin. Guys, if you're a chocolate girl, you're dark skin girl, guys, I know we go through a lot just because of our skin, guys. You get called so many names, and I'm just here, guys, especially if you're dark skin and you're watching this video, just know your worth and learn how to distinguish a voice of insecurity and a voice of truth. Guys, I just hope that this video honestly helps people, and it just encouraged people, because that's my plan. I don't want to make anyone feel any lower than they are. Like, I don't want to do that to anyone. This skin is just flesh, you know, and I feel like sometimes we need to remind ourselves, you're just flesh, to know I'm more than my skin, you know. To know that this body is temporary. So, because at the end of the day, God doesn't even look at the outward appearance. If anything, God's always looking at your heart. Anyway, guys, this will probably come to the end of my video, guys. This is basically my skin bleaching story. Can I just say again, your melanin and your dark skin is not a curse, it's a blessing. Period. So don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I hope you guys like this video, and guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more video, guys. You know, guys, I'll be posting every week. I'm posting every week. You may as well just click that button. Just click on the button. You may as well just click on the button, guys. I post literally every week, at least two video every week. If you're subscribed to my channel, guess what? You won't be disappointed. There'll be definitely videos coming up. Make sure you guys like this video if you like the video, and I'll see you guys in my next video, guys. Bye, guys.